What is up, YouTube? This is Piccolo from Namek, and it's been quite a while since I've dropped a YouTube video. Feels like a lifetime, and within that lifetime, it's safe to say that a lot has definitely happened, but I'm not gonna get into all the things that happened within the past few years. But yeah, so I'm here to drop another video because I felt like this message needs to be put out there because it seems like we're living in a time of confusion and people just seem lost and have their priorities mixed up and they're just seeking counsel from the wrong places. Now, I've been in the red pill community space for, I think it's safe to say, about 4 years. And I have seen how it has changed within those 4 years. I've seen the rise in tides, the ebbs and flows, and I've also seen how within those 4 years I've seen the how the dynamic between the women and men has changed. And I've seen it before the you know what and after the you know what. And it's just it, I've also been listening to a bunch of other red pill coaches or whatever. And, you know, I want to talk about the only dating advice you will truly ever need. Like, when I say the only dating advice, it literally comes down to just these four things I'm going to say. And it is just not what you think. You're gonna have successes and failures, but the thing is you're gonna have to learn to cut your losses and learn from your failures because you may have taken an L, but don't think of it as a loss. Think of it as a lesson. In the end, you gained something. So that's how you got to look at it. So this is literally the only dating advice you'll truly ever need. And this is for all my young brothers who are in their late teens or early 20s. And I understand that, you know, it feels like purgatory. It really feels like purgatory because, like, dating, I can, it's pretty clear that dating for the previous generation was a lot easier for their 20s because of the lack of social media. But for us, it's just, it feels literally like purgatory. But no worries. There's a silver lining in all of this. So let me just get down to the only dating advice you'll ever truly need. So the first thing, the first advice, and I'd say it's definitely the most important advice, should be on your main priorities in life. Basically, your number one, the top of the list, is being on your purpose. Yes, being on your purpose. Now, I know that you hear that all the time from other people talking about being on your purpose, this, that. But it's really true. You have to be on your purpose. Not just be on your purpose, but you have to focus on higher things in life because, all the things we think matter don't actually matter. And we're gonna grow older and realize the things we were chasing when we were younger was complete bull. So yes, being on your purpose. Like if you're a believer of the Most High, that's good. Just seek God's kingdom, and all everything will basically be added on to you. Like my man, thinking man Templar said, there's no red pill without the Most High. So if you seek that, if you seek purpose, He'll give you purpose. And then everything will be added onto you like it's a trickle down effect. Yeah. So once you're on your purpose, once you know what you're put on this earth to do and what it is that you're good at, what you like, and it won't even, the dating landscape won't even bother you because it doesn't matter. And the reason it doesn't matter is because women aren't going to go extinct. They're not like dinosaurs. It's just, they're going to be here by the time gone and afterwards. So it's just how it's set up. So we shouldn't really focus on them. We should just mainly focus on our purpose. So the second advice you'll need, the second tip I'll give you is don't fight in another man's armor. Now, Sunrise Hoodie made a reference to this. Shout out to him. Uh, about he made a reference to David and Goliath, and people think the moral of that story of David and Goliath is you can overcome any challenges if you have it with God, basically. And that's one of the morals. Yeah, I agree. But that wasn't the moral, the lesson I got from the story. The lesson I got was don't fight another man's armor, because if you actually read the story, First Samuel chapter 17, um, before he was going to go out to fight Goliath, King Saul gave him a whole bunch of heavy armor, swords, all that. Basically to go into a sword match with Goliath. And David grew up a shepherd, and he never fought in armor before, so he's not going to start now. So he remembered everything he learned from being a shepherd, how he had to go out and rescue one of his sheeps, and how he had to fight off lions and bears. And that's how he was going to approach Goliath. So all he needed was a bag of rocks and a sling. And you know, the reason I'm telling you not to fight another man's armor is because I don't want you guys to use another man's game or uh, tactics to get women, because it's very inauthentic and you're not being yourself that way. And all we truly have is our character. So, like, when you leave this earth, you're not going to take anything with you except your soul, which is the thing that makes us who we are. So why not just use it to the best of our abilities and invest in it and just be our most authentic self? So that's why I'm telling you not to fight in another man's armor, because it doesn't. Like, listen, man. If a girl likes you, she likes you. If she doesn't, she doesn't. That's okay. It wasn't meant to be, you know. Like, and I don't want to sound cocky or arrogant talking about, oh, you're lost, when really you just weren't the right mix. Kind of like adding sodium and water. What happens when you add those two chemical elements together? It explodes. So I mean, we don't want that on our hands. So that's why I'm basically emphasizing not to fight another man's armor, not to use someone else's game or tactics. Now, don't get me wrong. I think it's cool to see what's in a woman's playbook, but you could use it to boost your defense. But you're gonna have your own. You should create your own offense, basically. So if you're a nice dude, if you're a genuinely good dude, be a genuinely good dude. If you're a street dude, you're a street dude. Just be who you are, basically. Just be yourself. I know that sounds cliche, but I mean, truth is, it doesn't matter. Like, what's she gonna do? Reject you? All right, that's cool. It wasn't meant to be. That's why that's why I emphasize being on your purpose should be at the top of the list, because once you accept that loss, you're just going to bounce back and focus on higher things. Now, step number 3, or advice number 3, is let the dice fall where they may. Now, I understand that rejection hurts, but it's also a self inflicted wound. The reason rejection hurts so much is because we're so fixated on the outcome. We're hoping someone says yes, or we're hoping that we have these stupid imaginary fantasies about how things are going to be when that's not actual reality. And, you know, we shouldn't be fixated on the income or on the, excuse me, outcome because if it was, like I said, if it wasn't meant to be, it wasn't meant to be. And it also doesn't matter. Now, I get that we have, including myself, have had approach anxiety, and I used to suffer from this. But now that I'm older and I've I know a bit more, it's not even that bad. I mean, rejection stings to extinct, but hey, I use it to make me stronger. It makes me better. And I mean, honestly, what's the worst thing a woman can say if she rejects you? Oh, I have a boyfriend? Hey, that's cool. I respect loyalty. Oh, I just got a relationship? Hey, alright, that's cool. Wouldn't want someone's baggage on me. So, try to find the positive in these things. And, you know, you know, well, there's a saying rejection could be a blessing in disguise. Basically, God trying to protect you from uh, some bullshit ahead of the way. So think of it like that. And my final piece of advice is don't take what the woman says seriously. Now, at this point in life, I can't take what they say seriously because it either contradicts themselves or it sounds like a straight up lie. Like I really can't take what women say seriously. I mean, I'm not saying not to ignore them or not to listen to them. It's just whatever they say, take it with a grain of salt because that way you don't get caught off guard and you're not surprised by whatever bullshit they pull. And also learn to read between the lines with them because they may say one thing, but it entirely means something else different. And that's why you just can't take what these women say seriously. They don't even take themselves seriously. Like, how can you take someone seriously who doesn't take themselves seriously? Honestly, I take children more seriously than them. As messed up as that sounds, it's just children are honest. And you can actually learn things from kids. I mean, you learn things from women too, but it's just it sometimes feels like you have to learn it the hard way. So you like I don't know, man. Once you've been in this red pill space for a portion of time, it's just in you not to take them seriously. Like in the back of their mind, you in the back of your mind, you're thinking, yo, she might be bullshitting, or it might be a lie, or I just can't, just can't do it, man. But anyway, yeah. So these are basically the only four dating advice you will ever truly need. Now, whatever points you took from it, try to make it your own. And the points were focus on your purpose, don't find another man's armor, let the dice fall where they may, meaning don't get fixated on outcome, and don't take what women say seriously. Once you figured out those four simple truths, then you're a god amongst men. But anyway, I just felt like I had to get this message out there because we're living in confusing times and yeah, it seems like Gen Z is becoming a lonely generation, but you know what? There's a silver lining in all of this. And now I wanted to, I hope this message helps another brother who seems confused in life and who's worried about things that don't truly matter because it doesn't. The only thing that truly matters is God. I mean, that's what I read from the book of Ecclesiastes. So, anyway, I hope this message impacts you, brothers. Leave a like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and I'm gonna drop more videos. Not red pill videos, but just more videos to videos that actually matter. I'm gonna say things that actually truly matter and that aren't carnal or superficial or vain. Like things that can actually impact other people and make their lives better. So yeah, I'm gonna just get more spit more truth. But anyway, have a nice day, fellas.